Welcome back to another episode of the H&S podcast. We are doing Supercoach today. It's been a little while, and the boys are struggling. Let's put it that way. On the screen, you've got the H&SPoddy one. As a podcast, scored 1465 last week. Our season rank is still horrible at 52,553.
My team's 51,631. I dropped nearly 10,000 places last week.
Yeah. Henry, how'd you go?
Yeah, 1,044. Just as good as
I
my
at least had 1,270.
Oh God!
I had like 900 last week, and you guys had 1,200.
Look,
So
maybe I need to just show my one as well, just so the listeners don't click off. 1594 only climbed 3,700 points in season ranks. My round rank was 11,288, and I scored 1594. What's going on? Supercoach points inflation is my new thing that needs to be fixed. It's annoying the shit out of me. We should not be scoring this many points this often. Yeah, and I want to note that in my I won that by a lot more. In the NRL Physio draft comp thing that we have, I think you guys can see my screen. Me and Sloan Make Me a Moan, Peter, were the two highest scorers, I'm pretty sure, and we went up against each other, so that sucks for him because I took the W there. Yeah, everyone else is not scoring as high, and he just happened to get me. So unlucky Peter, but that is a gun score, 987. In a 12-man serious draft comp is redonk. Pappenhausen 182. He updated to. What a beast.
did you guys all have Pappenhausen?
Yeah, I captained him.
I didn't have him.
I had him at captain. I removed him at captain. I had him still.
Who'd you captain?
And I removed him at captain. I captained Moses.
Jeez, Henry.
I thought he was gonna have a blinder against the Finns.
I don't even know why you have Moses in your team. He could play Origin. Nico Hines was right there.
He was. Cleary, it was just because Cleary. I wasted so much money on Cleary.
Yeah, Nico Hines, man. Let's do your team because I'm sharing your screen now. Henry, actually, while I've got you, would you mind making an overlay so that the black bars here have I don't know, some branding on it or something for the recording? Or Supercoach segment or some shit. And if you can't, that's all good. I'll make a dodgy one.
I mean, I can look at it. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Yeah, so what do you want to do this week, Henry? 32 trades. I think I have more trades than you as well.
Yeah, I haven't been trading.
No, I think I've got more than you.
Oh, you got more than me.
I've got 34 trades. What the fuck, Henry? What happened?
I haven't been doing anything, mate.
Yeah, and you still have those trades. Shit, cunt. Anyway, what do you want to do?
I want to fix this up. This has been really inconsistent.
Cool.
Because after I got Wade Egan taken off, which I haven't been happy about.
Have you seen? Check Egan scores. Check Egan scores.
Okay, it doesn't matter anyways.
Yes. The first thing I do is on the side there, team tracker.
Yeah.
Flick it to round 12 instead of round 11, because everything you do should be about the buys. So if they're not playing in this round, you're not getting them in.
Yep.
Unless it's like a cheapie or something. But yeah. I know you want to fix up hooker, but there is literally no one to pick.
Yeah.
Who are you, your hooker guy? Santa Smith. You got to just run Santa Smith. Hooker.
Yeah. The other option is, Henry, you trade Peter and you move Connor up to hooker and you start messing around with your forwards.
Yeah, that was the other choice. But anyways, I think I'll keep it how it is for now.
Do you want to set up your team as your best 17 for this week? And then we can see where your weaknesses are.
The weaknesses are head coach, obviously.
Well, we
I'll
can
leave
change the
Moses
head coach.
there.
What's Mal doing?
Maz is a captain. Keep him there. Watson.
Yeah,
Is
so
Watson back this week?
yeah, Watson's back. Nicholson's injured.
Nicholson's injured. That's right, isn't it?
Okay. I'm switching Matty. Ooh.
Well, the Warriors play earlier than the
Starting
Storm. Do you want to just
quarter.
reserve Cameron instead?
Yeah. Purdue.
Who do the Raiders have? They've got the Titans, mate. I'd leave Tamale there. They played the Dogs
Yeah.
last week, so that's why you got shit points.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Ponga.
Pong
I want to get rid of Ponga ASAP. I don't know why I'm still keeping him.
Mate,
The
if you want to
money's
get
just-
rid of him, I'm not going to stop you now.
Yeah.
I'm probably
can't
going to
get
get rid of
now.
him during Origin. I'm going to see if Teddy gets named. If Teddy doesn't get named, I'm going Ponga to Teddy. That's the only reason I'm keeping him.
Cash for that.
What's that?
You have the cash for that.
I'll make the cash. I've got 2 weeks to do it.
Okay, there we go.
Cool. Who are you going to
And my
reserve?
reserves,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Well, mate, can you... There's a big blue dot next to his name. That means he's got the bye.
Oops.
Well, this is why we have you on, right? So, because I wouldn't think to tell people that. And Horsburgh's out with concussion.
Is he?
Yeah. So you're gonna have to reserve Iongi, and he's against the Knights, mate. So Iongi's gonna kill it.
Oh, is Horsburgh out?
Yeah,
Still.
he's concussed. Cat 1. Still, he played last week.
Okay, then that just tells me I need to change up some of my.
Well, you have to reserve Billy Smith
Yeah.
because you've got no other options, and you'd have to reserve Peter Mamazoulis or Corey or Hubner.
Is Peter playing though?
I don't think so. Dislocated something.
And he's
so
Hub.
No,
Hubner
he's
is
out for 6 weeks.
Hubner's playing. Yeah.
Keep it like that for now. Then.
Cool. Did I tell you to get
So we're
fined?
looking at. I got him.
Tigers back row? Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he had a shit week though.
Cool.
But I saw the break even when I quickly looked at it. That was it. Anyways,
So where are you weak? What do you want to do here? Go to round 12
my
again.
backline is just my. This has been really inconsistent. I think my forward pack's been fine. Maybe the second row hasn't been as great.
So the way I do it, I do it in a nerdy way, but the easiest way to do it is to just look at round 12 and see what guns are in these teams that you don't have. So for example, Nico Hines is a gun at the Sharks and you don't have him.
And both your halves, all 3 of your halves will play Origin.
There's a big chance that all 3 of your halves are going to... Yeah, 3 of your guns are going to play Origin. So you don't have to get Nico, you don't have to make this trade, but it's the type of thing I'd look at in terms of, yeah, who you're going to get in. Do we know when Christian Tuipulotu is coming back?
No.
I thought it was supposed to be back the other week, but I guess not.
Let me have a look. Because that's the other thing, because he's worth a fair bit of money.
What's Jack Bostock doing?
He's chilling. I'm killing.
3 weeks ago, it was 4 to 6 weeks. Shit. Talk us through it, Henry. What are you thinking? We can't have dead air. Come on, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm just looking. If I switch out Christian for who though, and I don't know. If I look at these points right now, do I go for a critter who's
No.
just had a blinder of a
Play
game
Origin.
and who play Origin? Do I go
Damn,
for someone
man.
like Xavier Coates yet again?
No, he's
Is he
overpriced.
injured? Yeah, there you go.
And James? Do you want to say why he shouldn't pick Xavier Coates as well? Origin, mate. Origin.
We haven't gone by
Said
now.
So let's look at.
I can hear pretty
I'm
handy.
looking at.
So Henry,
Thank you.
your average, you're sorting by points per minute average, not average. So go left. There we go.
Oops. Sorry, my bad.
All good, mate. All good. That's why I'm here. Kiraz is a gun who plays round 12. Low chances of origin.
Yeah.
Dylan Lucas is a gun.
Euro dropped in price.
Hero's decent. I think James, you got him last week, didn't you?
Good.
Hero.
No.
Who'd you end up going with? Because it was between Hero
Last
and
week.
someone else. Kiraz, wasn't it?
No, I ended up. Well, what did I do last week? I don't know. Can't
Sorry,
remember.
2 weeks ago. Who do you have in your team right now? Kiraz or Hero?
No, I got Nico Hines.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
I went Hines and Katoa the back row.
Yeah, mate, you are welcome. No need to
Got
thank
no
me.
money for Kiras.
Averaging 73. I'm not fussed with either of them.
Don't have enough money for Kiras.
Well,
Don't have
Hines has
enough.
got like 2 tons in the last 2 weeks. What are you talking about? Sorry, Henry. No money. You need money.
Am I going? Imagine if you just kept Purdue the whole time.
Yeah, I punted Purdue for Jesse
Yeah.
Arthurs in like round 2. You've got Purdue,
Yep.
don't you?
I have Purdue.
Yeah, I know
Not
James.
like not when I first got him at the start. I don't think I got him at the start, but I have him.
Yeah. You've got no money, which is annoying. I mean, you've got a lot of money, but not for the players you want. Are there any cheapies? Can you sort by dollars per point? So the second last. Scroll. Oh, yep. Scroll all the way up. Yep. Cool. You're there. Bradley probably not.
Or yeah.
No. If he gets named, maybe. Actually, that's not bad. But then with Tui Pelosi comes back, you're screwed. Samrani played well, just quietly.
He did, but he's playing out of position, and he's just been
Yeah. No, I'm not saying getting. I'm just like,
it's too hard.
outside of Supercoach, Samrani played well, man. I was impressed. Yeah. Well, there's no cheapies here. Can you negative on Tui Pelosi and keep sorting by dollars per point? And we'll see everyone who might have a low break even. Who do you have in your halves? Oh, I can see it. Fuck. So essentially what I was thinking was,
You think
instead of Hines, maybe you get King Tongia from the Dragons.
He's a massive shout making it into my team when we get there.
And then you've got a war chest for the next couple of weeks. But you're going to want to get Hines anyway, so I don't know. Like, Hines is 705, is a gun. He's going to be
Guaranteed
good
not to play Origin.
Yeah, and he's going to be good over the bye period. So I don't know if you want to get rid of him for King Tongia.
I don't know. What are you thinking?
Can
What do
you
you guys think?
can you try to punt Mamazulos and move Connor Watson to hooker?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. Can you also sub Corey Horsburgh down? Or Tino, whichever one. Patea. It's not great points. Nelson.
Nelson.
Yeah. Averaging 45. 363. What about Piakura? Can you?
He's averaging 45. One of his games was an 83.
Yeah, but he had a big stint off and he was training poorly and he was too fat. Piakura will be in the second row. So you have to sub Horsburgh, yep. And then probably filter by team or name. So top right. Oh, you can do it that way as well. Yeah, that works. What's Piakura doing? 303. Should be starting in the back row. I'm not saying get him. These are just options. I don't like any of them, to be honest. How much money have you got? 543. Can you sort by average and then sort by and then only players you can afford? So filters. Right, yeah. And then players I can afford. So Dylan Egan, Billy Burns, Brighton Nicaros. Oh, his base has been shit this year. Nafahu White. James, how's he been doing for you?
Let me check for you, but well.
Zach Hosking, boom, go. Yep.
White averaging 59.
Yep, that's fine. We're going Zach Hosking. With Matty Nicholson out, Zach Hosking should start in the second row for the Raiders. So if team lists are nice to you, and start Connor Watson at hooker. Boom. There you go. So spend enough time on it, you'll find something. Henry, next week, your biggest concern is going to be like just making sure Origin's sorted. So, and how much money do you have? Like 40 grand in the bank?
40.
So, and how many boosts do you have left?
Still have them.
All of them? Yep. So it would.
Yep.
I think it would be worth boosting this week if there's a good cheapie available.
Yep.
So wait till tomorrow if there's a cheapie and you can get rid of. Sorry, you're scrolling too fast. I can't read it.
Sorry.
If you can get rid of Chewy Pelotu or Liam Martin or Matty Nicholson or Hamole, right? If you can get rid of one of or Horsbra, if you can get rid of them for a cheapie, that'll be really good because it frees up a lot of cash for you, 300 or 400 grand. And if you can do that this week, next week you can just get 2 players in that are guns for the buy round.
Yep.
The other thing I'd do is I'd sub Nico Hines onto the field. Because right now you've got Cleary there and he's not going to play.
That's right, because it's sold.
Yep. And do you want to look at captains now while we're here? And we'll sort your captains out. So what's the draw looking like?
So we're looking at...
Surely vice captain Palmer.
Shark in Melbourne. Yeah, I'm probably going to put Ponga this time.
Really? You think we're going to
flop? He should be doing well.
I think
he's just had a... Yeah, but doesn't mean he doesn't perform.
I think captain.
Captain.
Not Nico, but maybe Munster.
Purdu? Being captain shout this
Nah,
week?
he's a vice captain. You don't captain him.
No,
Vice him if you want.
No. I already know my vice captain and captain earlier this week. Oh, I actually don't, depending on what happens with my trades.
A captain, right, and then I can switch this afterwards. Right? It's a vice captain.
Well, if you captain Ponga, you won't be able to switch anything. Or it won't matter, because Ponga will get you double points.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we thinking now?
So do you know what vice captain means and how the loophole works?
Yeah, I thought it was so that once the team... Sorry. If your team hasn't played yet, so... Was it Melbourne?
Uh-huh.
And then Warriors play, I can switch it out afterwards, right? Or no?
So maybe I'll share my screen and we'll run through vice captain loophole, because I think we've been putting it off for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, just do my team, because I got that exactly.
Yeah, but I want to explain vice captain loophole, and I want to click and show what I'm talking about as I talk, instead of anticipating what clicks you're going to make. So, vice captain loophole. I hate the non-ad block on this. Anyway, you need to captain somebody who plays early. So, Ponga plays the first game of the round. I've got the VC on him, vice captain. I'm then going to say who should be my captain after that. Let's say it's going to be Ryan Pappenhausen. Now, a vice captain is a fail-safe. If your captain doesn't play, your vice captain will get the double points. Let's say Ponga goes ballistic. He gets 180, and I want to get double points on Ponga. I need to captain somebody who's not going to play. Jenkins is a really good option because he's got the bye. He'll lock out late. So I know I can sub him on. But I couldn't sub him on for Marzu or Lucas because they would have played at the same time as Ponga and they've already locked out. So I can't move them out. I could move out Izako or Shibasaki. I think Izako will outscore Shibasaki, so I'll sub them out. I'm going to captain Jenkins, and because my captain is going to score 0, Ponga will double points. Now, what that means is I'm going to get an auto emergency for Jenkins. So my lowest non-scoring player will come into my 18, and Supercoach only counts the top 17. So it's using the loophole, the vice captain loophole, that's what this is called, is a lot safer and less risky this year. Make sure that you are confident this player won't play. Because I went viral in a Supercoach Facebook group years ago for captaining Dane Laurie at Penrith, thinking he won't play. He got named on the bench, got like 3, so I got 6 points. And I had Ponga as the VC, I'm pretty sure, and he was on like 140. So
Jeez.
be very careful. That thing blew up. It's people started talking about it on Twitter like years after. Like, hey, remember that guy in that group who had a shit loophole? I was like, oh, far out. So be very careful. Hopefully that made sense. Vice captain someone early. Make sure you have a 0 player who plays after your vice captain and who you can sub on, right?
Yeah.
If I...
What would have happened in that situation if you'd vice captain Sandon Smith from a couple of weeks ago, where he did play, but he got 0. He got 1 and then downgraded to 0.
Here's a history lesson for you. It used to be that counts as somebody who didn't play. Now they go through manually, and any player who got minutes but got 0, they will manually say played, so you'd get 00.
Wowzers.
Yeah. So yeah, it used to be that would save you, and so people would be like, "Oh, he's on 2. I hope he loses 2 points."
Yeah.
But now that's not the case. Now they will go through manually before updates, before lockout finishes, and fix all that up, and it's accurate. So if they're on the bench and they never set foot on the field, and that's why they get 0, you get an AE, or you get to lube normally. But if they get on the field, they manually check. So don't get caught out doing dodgy loops, right? So let's say I VC Ponga. Oh no, let's say I VC Hines. I want to loop him. I think he's going to do really well against the Storm. And he does. Let's pretend he does do really well. He gets 180. But everyone else is locked out. I can't sub in Tom Jenkins to then captain him. So there's no point in me vice captaining Nico Hines. Playing early is key, so you have more options to sub in and out, and players don't lock out. That's another thing you shouldn't get caught out with. That's how you vice captain loophole. James, how's your team going? Are you in screen sharing? I don't think you're screen sharing.
I am screen sharing.
Yeah, screen share.
Okay, how do I change to James then?
Come on, mate. Lift. Be better.
Anyway, keep talking and I'll figure out how to get your team here.
So I've got a few issues that I need to address.
I got it.
I want to sell Ponga.
Oh, why aren't you on your laptop? Did someone drop?
No.
Okay, I just had a noise come through on Discord. Anyway.
Yeah, that's when you change greens.
Okay.
I want to get rid of a Roosters outside back.
Wait. So you want to get rid of Roosters players who play Origin, but if they don't play Origin, they're really good for the bye round.
Yeah, I know. So I'm also like, do I think I might just sit this week and see whether like if Ponga gets named, I'll get rid of him. I don't know, what's Toya's break even? Do you have that?
I don't. Can one of you, Henry, can you go to Supercoach Stats and find Toya's break even, please?
Yep.
Watching him come back with an answer of like 4,008.
Yeah.
Minus
Uh,
32.
Minus 32,
Ah.
holy shit.
He did get 100 and something. 148.
Wait.
148.
Supercoach Stats might not have updated. What's the most recent score you can see on that in the bottom left?
148.
What did he
Oh,
score?
wait. What do you mean, most recent?
Like
Against the...
okay. Because they had the buy, doesn't matter.
The
if it's
Finns,
updated
but
or
he
not.
had a buy.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a buy. Yeah.
So that means I'll hold on to him if he's going to make me money at negative 32.
I'd keep
for
him
at
for
least
a
one more week.
for the buy. Billy.
Yeah, I'll keep a look at him for the buy. I've got Hugo.
Oh, Henry Hugo's another option for you as a cheapie if you want to get him in.
Which is helpful. I'm just going to, I sold in, I got rid of Mamazoulis and brought in Hines. So that was a good trade for me.
You're welcome, mate. And you also got in Katoa.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with my front row, even though 3 of them could play Origin.
I think Nicholson will sell for you.
You reckon?
He's out for a fair while.
For how long?
At least a month.
Oh, I didn't know that. Then yeah, he'll go. I've been looking to get rid of Ponga, but it's like I realised the loss. Like he's like 60, but
for me, I'm probably gonna get rid of him during Origin if he gets named for Origin.
I
I just need to know if it's Tedesco.
He's gone.
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop anyone from selling Ponga now. If you want to sell him,
I don't know. It's like
was money an issue for
you?
61. Oh, it's a bit of an issue.
61,000.
Yeah. Well, starts
That's
to
what
feel
I'm
like bank
like,
now.
That's what I mean, but who? Like, do I get rid of him for King Tongia?
Well, who do you? Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the flex for King Tongia.
So if I have a look at that, it's also a look
Man,
at.
you got a brand new laptop. Why are you still doing Supercoach on your phone?
Because the voice is no good.
Yeah, that's
Remember?
right. Yep.
So if we look at this. Well,
What are you trying to do?
So I'm trading Nicholson and Ponga.
Yeah.
Which gives me 1.1.
I'm a big fan of Zach Hosking. He'll play 12 and he should start for Nicholson.
Yeah. What's
King Tongia plays 12 as well, right? Round 12? Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does, because Val's there, and I click play round 12. So, if I go...
Wait, does he? Bulldogs, Dolphins, Parramatta, Manly, Knights, Panthers, Roosters, Sharks, Raiders, Warriors. Buys are Broncos, Cowboys, Dragons. Dragons don't play round 12.
What? Oh. Well, then that has really screwed my plans.
Mm-hmm. I was looking around 15 earlier when I said yes.
So if we go round 12... Now why does, if I've clicked... stop, not...
I think maybe it's a pro option only. Oh, no, it's here now.
Oh, if I click that,
yeah, it's
and it
pro
goes to
only.
this.
Yeah, it's pro only then if they're trying to get you to subscribe. Then click the cross. I don't know. Anyway, who do you go back to your team because it's so hard to pick players. I like looking at teams and finding out who I want. Like, who do you need to trade out? Who do you need to trade in? Like, what are you targeting here?
Well, Nicholson probably needs to go.
Yep.
Given what?
Yeah, he's injured.
Given that he's out. I've got halves cover for Origin. I don't know. Like
You got
Ponga,
backs.
maybe he's underperforming.
Yeah. So then Nicholson's your clear trade out. You're only gonna have like 600k
600
though.
grand.
So can you
Yeah.
go Nicholson to Hosking?
Did the Raiders play around 12 bar?
Yeah. You can go Nicholson to Hosking and have 126k left over. I think that's a no-brainer.
If he's named.
Yeah, well, I mean, might as well just put him there, and then if he's not named, change it.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So which then gives me about 600 grand for Pong if I trade, or about 700 if I trade out Pong.
No, it's closer to 6. Oh, no, actually, yeah.
It's
But there's
about
no one good at
7.
7, right? Like, if you look at the round 12 fullbacks, Connor Tracy, Hammer's going to be out. Maybe Trey Fuller if he's back. I don't know when he's back. Ayongi, who you've got. Turbo if he doesn't get picked. If he does get picked, so there's no options there for long term. Dylan Edwards if he doesn't get picked. Kalen Ponga if he doesn't get picked. Tedesco if he doesn't get picked. Will Kennedy. Charles Nickel-Clockstad.
That's something I wanted to speak about on the other one.
What?
Was
Will Kennedy's contract.
Well, no, him leading the Dally Amps, like fair dinkum.
Should be Terrell May.
Like, it's just ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't like talking about Dally Amps anymore because it's a joke, I don't want to give it publicity.
If I go Nicholson to Hosking, this is who I can afford. Gutherson, Garrick, Reynolds.
Who's trading out now?
If I trade Nicholson and Ponga and go Nicholson to Hosking,
okay.
This is who I can look at, like Gutherson, Garrick, Reynolds, Kikau, Olakawatu, Marzu. Well, not into Codes coming into Origin. Carrigan not into Origin. Moses not into Origin.
I don't know. Maybe just hold steady with the Nicholson trade and just do one trade.
Yeah. Because I'm running out of trades. I've only got 30 left.
Yeah. I would just do the Nicholson trade and I'd hold there and then make my team as strong as I can and see if I need to make another trade.
Yeah.
And count your numbers for round 12. You only need 13. So as long as you got 13 guns, you're fine. So Henry, by the way, you only need 13 players in the big buy round.
Who's playing in the buy round?
Sandon will play.
Yeah.
Ferrells won't. So Sandon's 1. Fanua Blake's 2. Katoa won't play. Nafahu, Savala, that's 5. Ben will be 6. Hosking will be 7. Forsera doesn't play Origin, but we won't count him just for argument's sake. Hines will play, that's 8. Metcalf will play, that's 9. And then your 3 Roosters take you there over anyway.
Yeah, cool.
Take you to 12.
Teddy.
And then Ayongi takes you to 13.
Yeah.
And then
so 13 plus Ted.
Yeah. Plus Teddy, plus Horsburgh.
Yeah.
So they're maybes.
Cool.
So you're fine, and if you get screwed over, you've got trades that you can use to fix it up. There'll be guns that you might want to get in, but for now, I think it's just strengthen your team up for this round. See who your captains and stuff are going to be.
Well, I'm just going to run Ponga Tedesco as vice captain.
Yep. Oh,
just bring. If Ponga goes Burker. We play the Bulldogs.
Oh, shit, that's going to be tough.
With Ted all year. The one time I didn't do it, I captained Nathan, and he went terrible, and Ted went well. So
yeah,
I'm just a set and forget with Teddy.
You might want to reserve Horsburgh, maybe. Oh no, he's out.
Depends if he's not.
Yeah, he's out with concussion.
Yeah, well, I've got Ayongi, Metcalf. My 2 front rows are a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's
I'd
good.
reserve I'd reserve Hines if obviously Nathan didn't have the bye.
Yeah.
And Iongi probably go as a reserve.
No, that looks good. Set up well for the
Oh.
buys. Henry, count your buy players as well, and let me know if you've got less than 13.
No, I'll stop sharing.
Perfect. I'll start sharing the podcast one. I've been off screen for a bit. Just because I had to
Thank
Google
you.
stuff. All right, this is the podcast one, I think. What are we gonna do? So we've got Storm played round 12. They don't. So I got
You're not
1,
sharing your screen.
2. Sorry, thank you, Henry. Where is it? You sure I'm not sharing my screen?
Yep.
Okay, maybe I was sharing just a specific window because my end says I'm sharing.
You're not sharing anything.
I just closed it because I had to change it to a specific window now.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah. You are.
Cool. So I've got Iongi, that's 1.
What are those odd-looking tabs up the front top there, mate?
Oh, just NRL casualty wards and
Dodgy.
Christian Tuipulotu's injury. Iongi, Billy Smith, Tamale, Garrick, Kiraz, Marzu's injured. Metcalf is 6, Hines is 7, Egan is 8. No. 9, 10, 11. Not great. Do we have guns? So I've got Hines. There's no real gun. Herbie, maybe? Herbie's a gun for the Dolphins. The Bulldogs, what guns do they have? They've got Kiraz, who I've already got. Got Iongi from Para. There's no other real anyone good there. I've got Garrick from Manly. Dylan Lucas is a shout for the Knights. No real guns popping out for the bye period for Penrith. Chooks, if Tedesco doesn't get named, he's on the cards. This dude's going. I've got Hines, like I said. Got Metcalf. Do I have Aaron Clark? I've got Aaron Clark.
Yeah, you do.
Zach Hosking is probably a trade-in for me this week. I'm big on him. He's my buy of the week for anyone listening, because when he starts and plays 80, it's insane. So if he's starting on the edge, get him in.
Who?
Zach Hosking.
Zach Hosking.
Why have you brought him in?
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's good. It's good from you.
Didn't say you weren't.
I'm now thinking. Yeah, I'm now thinking I hold Starling for the buy round, just because I might need him. Because I was going to trade him out, move Connor, and then get Hosking in. But it might just need to be a Nicholson out, Hosking in type situation. So I'll do that and then see what I need to do. Cool. Let me clear my filters now.
Do we, speaking of teams, do we know when the New South Wales side is going to be named?
Is it the Sunday night when the round ends?
I heard Laurie speak. They asked him, he said he's not sure because of the women's Origin game this Thursday. That means that there's a 6:15 game Sunday.
Yeah, well, he might do it Monday then.
Yeah,
Queensland usually rounds on Monday.
I always hate how New South Wales is Sunday night, Queensland was Monday. And I reckon they should make a TV episode of it.
Yeah, I think it should be on the same night, one team after the other. You have the head coaches on.
Or, yeah, just have the head coaches on and go, all right, fullback. And then, Madge goes, not Madge, who is it now? Laurie Daly, how did he get the gig? Dylan Edwards. And then Billy goes, Kalen Ponga. Then they walk out, and then go to the sides.
Mm.
And then, all right, number 2,
Yeah, that's how I would want to see it. Add a bit more theatre.
You would sell mad ads for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
People would watch that.
And that's where I think the NRL just they talk a big game, but man, the broadcasters stink. Like capitalize on Origin, man. It's our biggest product, and what do we do around it? Nothing.
No.
Like, we keep the same Sunday footy show and Monday night and rely on those just getting a few more clicks. But if you had Origin specials and getting the coaches on to announce the teams, like, that would be insane.
Yeah. To be fair, Larry Daly said today that he'd want, because they asked him, he was on Joel and Fletch. I might have been when I was listening to him on James Graham. And he goes, like, I've got a meeting, blah, blah, and like, what we talk about, like, he goes, I'd love someone to actually film these meetings. Like, to people, get people to actually see, it would be really interesting. So, well, that's great, mate, but that's never going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. So, I'm not sure. I'm going to sort out this team for the bye a little bit later, but I think it's fine for now. I'll set it up for this week. Tamale's got a good matchup, right? Yeah, he's got the Titans. Who did the Broncos play? Dragons. Oh, that's a good matchup. He's got the Cowboys away, but they're guns. He's injured. Boom. Done. Marzu's injured, by the way, if you have him.
Who?
Greg Marzu. I don't think you have him.
No, I don't. I thought you said Moses.
I thought you said Moses as well.
Sorry, I should enunciate better.
Right. Yeah. You should be an English teacher.
Well, that's the team. I think we've done plenty of Supercoach talk. I don't even know what the recording's at because I've got full screen things everywhere. It's a 40-minute Supercoach episode. Essentially...
Yeah, what happened to 8:10?
Hmm?
What happened to let's be done by 8:10?
Yeah. Oh, did I say 10? I thought I said 30. Anyway. By the week is Zach Hosking if he gets named to start. Screw him. He's not here, so we don't need to listen to him. Set yourself up for Origin. You need 13 gun players. Look beyond round 12. Round 13 is going to be tough. And if you can get somebody who plays 15 as well, that'll be good. So, guys, just if you're listening to me now, check that for your team. I just think it's boring watching people do that. Watching 4 people do that gets a little bit tiresome at some point. So, yeah, captains, you've learned how to loophole. Hopefully, we can cut that up. And by we, I mean, Henry, if you have time, cut up the loophole segment. But this is the end of the podcast. Nobody's going to listen to it anyway. And thank you. We'll see you next week. Or this week if we do another podcast.